Once upon a time, just beyond the sleepy village of Primrose Hill, stretched a marvelous woodland called the Enchanted Elmwood. The trees here were tall and ancient, their trunks wide and twisted, their green canopies flickering with dappled sunlight. Wildflowers grew everywhere, and friendly birds sang songs that sounded like laughter. At the edge of these magical woods lived a curious young man named Timothy. Timothy's hair was the color of chestnuts, and his eyes sparkled with adventure. Although he was told many times by his wise grandmother never to wander too far into the Elmwood, Timothy often found himself dreaming of what lay beyond the mossy stones and blackberry brambles. One golden afternoon, as Timothy was gathering firewood, he noticed a flicker of silvery movement deep among the tree roots. He crept closer, catching a glimpse of a fluffy white tail disappearing behind a toadstool. His heart beat faster. Was it a rare woodland fox? Or something else entirely? Thinking of nothing but his curiosity, Timothy tiptoed past the familiar boundary stones and into the forbidden heart of Enchanted Elmwood. The whispering leaves beckoned him forward, and soon he was weaving around giant ferns and marveling at the light dancing on dewdrops. Suddenly, Timothy found himself in a clearing at the foot of an enormous old elm tree, its branches twisted into fantastic shapes. Beneath the tree, nestled carefully angled roots, was a wooden gate. Small, mysterious, and just big enough for a person to squeeze through. Timothy's fingers trembled with excitement as he reached out to push the gate open. "Just a peek," he whispered to himself, though he knew full well he meant to see more than that. The gate creaked, sunlight streamed inside, and Timothy, holding his breath, stepped beyond the threshold, ready for adventure. Inside the gate, Timothy found himself in a place unlike any part of Enchanted Elmwood he had seen before. The air shimmered with golden dust, and the grass glistened as if sprinkled with dew and diamonds. All around him, tiny woodland creatures, rabbits in waistcoats, squirrels with ribbons, and hedgehogs in bonnets, hurried busily between miniature cottages carved into tree stumps. They halted in surprise at the sight of Timothy, their black eyes wide and watchful. Timothy remembered his grandmother's stories, tales of a hidden world where the animals lived just like people, unknown and undisturbed by the outside world. Now he was here, his curiosity stronger than ever, but for the first time he felt a twinge of guilt. Was he intruding where he shouldn't be? Just then, a wise old rabbit named Elder Fern approached, his fur flecked with gray. He regarded Timothy kindly, though with a trace of caution. "You must be quite brave to have found your way here," Elder Fern said. "But all who cross that gate must respect our ways and our secrets." Timothy nodded earnestly and apologized for his uninvited intrusion. He helped the animals gather acorns and repair a tiny bridge over a bubbling brook, sharing stories and laughter as he worked. As the sun dipped lower and the clearing glowed with orange light, Timothy realized the animals were no longer wary, but warmly inviting. Finally, Elder Fern walked Timothy back to the little wooden gate. "Every adventure begins with curiosity," he said, "but only those who show kindness are truly welcomed." With a grateful heart, Timothy promised to keep their world secret and safe. He slipped back through the gate, just as the first stars shone in the sky, the sounds of laughter and music echoing behind him. Returning home, Timothy found his grandmother waiting, her eyes full of understanding. He hugged her tightly, filled with the joy of adventure and the wisdom of respect. That night, as he drifted to sleep, the memory of the Enchanted Elmwood glimmered in his dreams, a wonder that would remain with him always.